It looks like this is indicating the opportunity for hail up to 1 inch size in diameter. Includes Atkinson and Coffee County all the way until 9:30 this evening. Capable of producing a tornado located near Alfalfa from 9 miles northwest of Willacoochee, moving east at 45 miles an hour. So has slowed down a little bit over the last couple of hours, but still bringing in the opportunity for some kind of severe weather in the area. And you can already see how much lightning is indicated on this current look at our first alert satellite and radar, where we're starting to see that. So this is that system, this is that warning we're talking about. Half of this warning kind of sitting in between those two counties, Buren County and getting to Irwin County, but now moving into Coffee and Atkinson County. So Douglas is in the line of sight here in this area for our new tornado warning in this potential for this area that we're starting to see.
Okay, so that warning still includes Alapaha over into northern Berrien County, and then moving off toward the east, encompassing just about large portion of Coffee County, Douglas included, and then it does stretch into southern portions of Irwin County. All of those areas still under a tornado warning. That means that, yes, you still need to be in that safe area. If your power goes out, WALB's First Alert Weather app should be on your mobile devices, and that way you can follow live with us as we continue to track this particular storm that has prompted a tornado warning, and the warning now in effect until 9:30 as it stretches further off toward the east, covering areas of Coffee County. That does include Douglas, Highway 120. I probably need my glasses on. But it does include Coffee County right now, as you can see. Just to the south of Ambrose, also Bridgetown, you are included in the tornado warning at this time. Also, if you're around Mora Road, in that general area, also Mora in that area, be in your safe place. This is steadily pushing off toward the east. And I believe, Tommy, you said it had slowed down just a bit, moving toward the east at about 45 miles per hour, but still impacting a large area of Coffee County, moving away from Berrien County. And of course, these storms have been producers of damaging wind gusts as high as 70 miles per hour, very hefty rainfall in short order. There are numerous reports of flash flooding around South Georgia. There are flash flood warnings in effect until after midnight, about 2 a.m. And these storms have a history of frequent lightning as well. So we are in the thick of the severe weather that has been ongoing all day long, and it has stretched well into our Saturday evening. Along with the tornado warning that covers Coffee County, that has been extended further off toward the east until 9:30. We have severe thunderstorm warnings, multiple severe thunderstorm warnings, and they stretch from our western counties right across South Georgia, moving east of I-75. So this is going to be ongoing, at least on through the next couple of hours. Is going to be probably around 11 toward midnight before things begin to gradually wind down, and then overnight will begin to clear out and dry out, and that brings about the much nicer conditions for the end of the weekend. But in the meantime, more concern about the tornado warning that is impacting areas of Berrien as well as Coffee counties. And then we have severe thunderstorm warnings. Severe thunderstorms can cause just as much damage, and of course they are just as severe overall as a tornado. Both cause damage, both have very strong winds, both produce heavy rainfall. They both produce frequent lightning, and also we've had numerous reports of hail across South Georgia for today. That report of hail coming in out of Tift County as a potential tornado came across that area about 15 to 30 minutes ago. Golf ball size hail being reported over in Tift County this evening. Here's where we are seeing some possible rotation. This is just along, I'm trying to get my bearings here, where we are.
State Route 90. Where it's
State Route 90, right. Okay. So this particular storm now moving away from Berrien County, portions of Irwin County, moving into Coffee County. Potential tornado, seeing some rotation possibly being indicated here by our radar, with that storm pushing off toward the east at about 45 miles an hour. This is still off to the west of Douglas, but in the extreme southwestern corner of Coffee County, right outside of Bridgetown, where the potential tornado is moving off toward the east right now. So if you're in that area, you should be in your safe place already. If you're in southern portions of Coffee County, make sure you are continuing to be safe. Stay inside. Do not venture outside to see what's happening, and make sure that you are staying alert, and hopefully you're staying with us. And if the power goes out, don't forget your mobile devices. I told you last evening to make sure that your mobile devices were charged and that you were ready to go for today. Hopefully you still have those NOAA weather radios in working mode. I know you have received multiple warnings throughout the day, but this severe weather event is not over. It is ongoing, but we are a few hours away from finally giving you the all clear, but not for now, as we are still tracking a potential tornado that's making its way toward across southern portions of Coffee County, likely to impact Mora around 9:07 and then moving toward Douglas around 9:15. Potential tornado indicated by Doppler radar continuing to move off toward the east across areas of Coffee County. That potential tornado started well back across southern Worth County, moved across Tift County and then northern Berrien County, and has continued that track toward Irwin all the way into Coffee County now. So continuing to track that potential storm that has been indicated by Doppler radar as a possible tornado. And if you're in those locations, you know where you should be. You should be in your safe area. Still dealing with multiple severe thunderstorm warnings across South Georgia. If you are not under tornado warning, more than likely you are under a severe thunderstorm warning, and many areas are still seeing frequent lightning, the very heavy rainfall, along with the strong winds ongoing. By the way, there are reports of power outages all across South Georgia, including across Dougherty County. We had strong storms to come through. Several rounds of those storms over the past several hours. So yes, there are reports of power outages along with flash flooding in many locations, especially with this hefty rainfall that's been ongoing all day long. And of course, when you get a lot of rainfall in a short period of time, it really doesn't have time to run off, so it rises, and that's what we are seeing in many areas. Also, a report of dam break over in Irwin County. I think that was along Highway 125, if I recall correctly, but over in Irwin County, there a dam did break and water was definitely covering the road. So here we see the tornado warning that remains for Coffee County, including the city of Douglas. The tornado warning remains in effect until 9:30, so we have about 28 more minutes on that tornado warning, but the cell itself is steadily pushing off toward the east. So far, we have not received any reports of any damages coming in as a result of that tornado warning. Put it this way, I have not seen any reports so far, but that's not to say that there have not been any damages as a result of this potential tornado that is moving now across areas of Coffee County. Frequent lightning is occurring all across the county, especially to the west, north, and south of Douglas. That potential storm is heading toward the city of Douglas. So if you're there, you know where you should be. Don't wait until that storm gets on top of you. Go ahead on and get to your safe place right now. Willacoochee is staying off to your north, as well as Pearson. Looks like it stays off to your north as well. This will, as it moves on through Coffee County, then it'll be leaving our viewing area and pushing over into eastern Georgia. So we still have a bit more on this tornado warning. Still seeing possible rotation that's being indicated here just across the extreme southwestern corner of Coffee County. This particular storm still making its way off toward the east right now, and still an impactful storm in itself. Of course, it is dark outside, so if you go out there, you won't see anything, but you might get into what is a possible tornado, and it is a tornado if it touches the ground. So right now, indicated by Doppler radar as with some rotation there, and that's why the tornado warning was issued for that particular cell. We are continuing. Did want
to update you and see that they did extend the watch for the area until around 1 o'clock in the morning, just in case something does pop off, because things have been so active lately.
So the tornado watch for
severe thunderstorm watch is issued until about 1 a.m. So they're going to keep that continuing. So it covers all of South Georgia? Okay. So yes, so we are continuing to see this line of storms all the way back across Alabama, steadily pushing off here into South Georgia. And we're not going to clear out until a cold front passes on. Looks like that's not going to happen until the early morning hours of Sunday, but at least by Sunday, all of this will be out of here. Now, not the case right now, stretching from Moultrie heading over toward Tifton, Omega, well into northern Berrien County, just to the north of Nashville. Nashville, the heaviest of the activity is off to your north. Fitzgerald, the activity is off to your south, but Fitzgerald, you're right there near the flash flood warning that is in effect. And then moving over into Coffee County, the tornado warning remains in effect. It does cover Douglas at this particular time, but at least Pearson, not only does the tornado warning remain just to your north, but also the severe thunderstorm warning is off to your north as well. Continuing with the very hefty rainfall, and you're probably hearing some very strong winds, and we are seeing some purple being indicated here on the radar, and that's probably large size hail. We have had reports of tennis ball size hail that was earlier down into areas of Eccles County, also golf ball size hail being indicated over in Tift County. And that was just about 30 minutes to an hour ago. So very intense activity with these severe thunderstorms that are continuing to impact a large portion of South Georgia. This particular cell is mainly east of I-75. It has moved away from Tift County, now moving into areas of Coffee County. So we are continuing to see the brunt of this activity, especially some of the stronger storms, make its way further off toward the east. Right now, just moving toward Douglas, looks like the heaviest activity between Broxton and Douglas as it moves off toward the east. But still, Ambrose, you're in the thick of some of the heaviest of the showers and thunderstorms that are ongoing with this particular severe thunderstorm warning. As you can see, it continues to stretch back off toward the west, but still making its way a little bit more across areas of Coffee County, and here we are just along Highway 221 in the thick of this severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning that extends until 9:30. The warning was extended for the eastern half of Coffee County until 9:30 this evening. So once again, we still have about 20 minutes or so left on this tornado warning that is impacting areas of Coffee County. Hopefully you had your safety plan already lined up. You knew exactly where to go and what to do, and that you have been tracking these storms all day long with our First Alert weather team. And that way, once the warning was issued, you knew exactly what to do and where your family would go in order to remain safe from this possible tornado that is moving across areas of Coffee County right now. Tommy has put another storm tracker on that potential storm moving toward Mora around 9:12 into the Douglas area, just about 9:20 p.m. and then around 9:30 heading toward Saginaw, and then about 9:35 into the Nichols area. So still some time on this particular Doppler radar indicated tornado that is moving through Coffee County right now, still impacting a large area. We do know that the rain is heavy. We do know frequent lightning is occurring, and there are strong winds, intense winds. What we don't know whether or not damage has been left behind as a result of this possible tornado that started out over southern Worth County, moved across Tift County, northern Berrien County, and now continuing to impact areas of Coffee County. We also know this storm has a history of producing large size hail. Reports
golf ball size hail coming in out of Tift County, and that was within the past 30 minutes to an hour. So this storm has been a producer of some very violent weather in some areas, and ongoing, that is still that potential, at least on through the next 30 minutes for this possible tornado. Still seeing some indication that it is just to the west of Highway 221, but steadily pushing off toward the east right now. Looks like that storm will stay just to the south of Douglas, but Douglas, you are still being impacted by potentially the very heavy rainfall. There's a flash flood warning covering many areas here across South Georgia. So with the very heavy rain, yes, you're still being impacted, and no doubt there are probably some strong winds in the area. But in terms of the potential tornado, looks like that's going to stay just to the south of Douglas, but still steadily potentially moving off toward the east, now moving toward Highway 221 across central and southern portions of Coffee County. Do you have any additional information?
The biggest thing that I'm seeing from the National Weather Service that I'm seeing is that they just want to make sure that the Douglas community is getting toward that safe spot, because that looks like a very powerful system that's coming into the area, and they just want to make sure that the community is taking shelter immediately, not waiting for this to get right over your house. This is going to directly impact you in some way, shape, or form, especially with it being just a little bit further to the south. It still could be impacting some of those people that live on that southern edge of Douglas. So they just want to make sure that people getting to that safe spot, if it's not in like an interior room, if it's not in a basement, make sure you find at least something without windows, or at least get some blankets to cover you to keep yourself safe, because this is a very dangerous system as it continues its easterly progression. So something to really pay attention to out there in this area in Coffee County.
Is it possible we could zoom in just to see what cities it might likely be impacted? As let's see, we've got Douglas Municipal. Here's the city of Douglas here. Even if this potential tornado does not come right on top of you, as Tommy just said, you'll more than likely be impacted, particularly with the drenching rainfall that is accompanying this particular storm. Also, there's frequent lightning, and with the heavy rainfall that's been ongoing, I would not doubt if there weren't areas covered with water, roads covered with water, and particularly low-lying areas, probably there is rising water in some of those areas. Of course, we do have.
And so they're actually saying there's a tornado debris signature. So I want to go ahead and pop that on here so we can see what is going on down here in the area. So there is. Let's see what we can see.
Tommy is also following the National Weather Service chat. There are storm spotters out.
And so from what they're saying, that since there's a debris signature, we're currently to see that this is pathed very close to the Douglas airport, that this is a confirmed tornado based on National Weather Service chat here in the Jacksonville region. So they're expecting there to be a tornado that is confirmed here in Coffee County. So this is the time to get to your safe spot if you're not already there. You definitely need to get there very soon, especially right now, already indicating some of that very, very, very high winds. And you can already see it right here on velocity, just how powerful this system is as it continues to produce a tornado that is now being confirmed here by the National Weather Service here in Jacksonville. Very strong tornado with debris lofted up to near 5,000 feet into the air is what they're saying here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to come right across Highway 221. When you had zoomed in before, it did have Douglas Municipal. Had Douglas Municipal. And so that is the general area that we are possibly continuing to see that tornado. According to the National Weather Service, there is a tornado there around the Douglas Municipal area, and that tornado is moving off toward the east. So if you're in those areas, and looks like it's going to be on the south side of the city of Douglas, moving across the southern portion of Coffee County. As we zoom in, we see some of those streets there. Tommy, I'll let you read off some of those areas there.
So let's see where this rotation is kind of sitting in this area. So if you live anywhere on a True Love Road, if you live anywhere on, it looks like Wood Duck Road, anywhere along Kellogg's Drive. If you go on into Pope Drive or any of these areas kind of on that southern tip of Douglas, you're definitely going to be impacted by this confirmed tornado by the National Weather Service. These areas along State Route 135, very, very prominent to see this tornado getting into that. So Gingerwood Road, all these areas are indicating some kind of rotation, especially along that southern tip. So like she said, Douglas Municipal earlier today. I'm also seeing around Wood Duck Road, places like Burton Road. If you live anywhere in any of these neighborhoods and you're hearing my voice, please be in your safe spot. This is going to be a very dangerous system because it is showing a very powerful tornado, indicated here just on velocity of what we've been seeing, and even pulling up sleeping radar to see if we still see any of that rotation at the moment. Right now, not really showing much on here, but just kind of stopping this, trying to show it that bow that we're starting to see in this area, starting to indicate the opportunity for that tornado, just how strong it is.
Right here.
Like that is the area that we have been watching. So if you're in any of these areas, let's go ahead and zoom in right there. This is getting into the city of Douglas itself. So Coffee Regional Hospital, kind of in that area as well. South Georgia College, Coffee Junior High School, all these neighborhoods, please be in your safe spot, especially anywhere in that Douglas region, because this is going to be impacting everyone in the Douglas community.
Yeah, and I'm also seeing Byron Street East, if you're in that area. Also Gordon Street East, heading over toward Walker Street, if you're in that area. North Madison Park, if you're in any of these locations, yes, you need to be in a safe area. Gaston's Avenue, Byron Street, and then as we look back over toward the west, if you're in any of these areas, regional hospital location, yes, you need to be in that safe area. Now that tornado that has been confirmed by the National Weather Service will continue to push off toward the east. Right now, probably heading over toward Chatterton eventually, so go ahead on and get to a safe place. Don't wait until the storm gets on top of you. Go ahead on and be safe. Stay there until we give you the all clear. We are seeing possibly along right around the connector, that storm moving through that area. Wilson Agricultural area, if you're in that location, be in your safe place right now. Just make sure that you are staying inside and you are in the interior of your home. I think that's Bell Lake Park area. Looks like that storm is moving right toward that location. Once again, along Highway 221, there is Douglas Municipal right along here, just to the south of McDonald Road. So if you're in any of these areas, those are the locations that you need to be seeking shelter from a confirmed tornado. It is dark outside, so don't try to look out there. And with these tornadoes, they are containing very strong winds as high as 70 miles per hour, possibly higher, and they are causing damage. We have had numerous reports of damage from tornadoes this afternoon, even severe thunderstorms. So just be safe, stay inside, and wait until we give you the all clear. Of course, the tornado warning does extend until 9:30, so we still have another 13 minutes or so on that possible tornado that is impacting areas of Coffee County at this particular time. Also, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 9:30, along with the tornado warning. So we've got multiple warnings ongoing over the same areas, and that gives you an idea of just how intense these storms are and continue to be. We are continuing to getting a report from Kayston Dorsey over in Alapaha. He's telling me that there is a tree down, but he doesn't say exactly where, but he's asking about Alapaha. This storm has moved away from Alapaha, so Berrien County, the storm is now over southern portions of Coffee County, impacting Coffee County. It has moved away from northern Berrien County. Although Berrien County, this is part of a line of strong to severe storms that continues to produce those drenching rainfall, frequent lightning, along with very strong winds. So more than likely still being impacted by some hefty weather conditions right now. Notice Willacoochee, you are on the northern southern fringe of this very strong line of storms right now. I would not doubt if you weren't being impacted, especially the northern side of the city, you are getting in on some rainfall. The heaviest of the rainfall, however, is just off to the north. So many areas are still being impacted by this very large line of strong and intense storms that continues to produce tornadoes here across South Georgia, and we still have that tornado warning for Coffee County confirmed by the National Weather Service over in Jacksonville, as this potential tornado now just along Highway 221 and continuing to move east over areas of Coffee County.
And so I was just looking and seeing any other reports. It's saying that the south track of the airport near Highway 135 now is where that tornado is now starting to enter that area. So that's where they're keeping the best eye on it. Let's see if we can pull that up here on velocity at the moment. So you can still see the bright area that is indicating that chance for that rotation here in the area. Something that we've been paying attention to all throughout this day today. The area that they're focusing on is starting to move a little bit further toward the west, toward the east at the moment. So starting to get that heavier rainfall right over the Douglas area and starting to see that system continue to move as we still have this warning in effect all the way until 9:30 over Coffee County. And now this warning now begins to stretch a little bit further into the far eastern parts of Coffee County, and then starts to head off toward the east and get more close to Bacon County and Ware County as well. So they're going to be seeing that kind of getting close to that Alma region. So Nichols is in this right now, starting to kind of go along that State Route 32 corridor. It looks like Chaddington is going to be the other area that we're focusing on as you start to see that tornado warning in effect all the way until 9:30 for these areas under this highlighted area. But then as you start to go closer into that eastern corner of Coffee County, 9:45 is that time frame that they're looking at for this system as it gets over there. So over Old Axton Road here in Coffee County is where we start to see just south of Douglas, right there along that State Route 158, State Route 32. Those areas are the ones that we're going to be focusing on as that tornado continues to move toward its easterly track and progression. So let's go ahead and just see if we can get a track on this, give you a better picture of what we're dealing with for this area. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Let's see if there's any updates with this. Slow down just a tiny bit. You can already see right here in the area some of those reds and yellows still indicating that opportunity for that tornado here. Let's see, I'm going to put a track on this entire area so everyone has a good idea. If you're in Coffee County, where is this system going? So the best thing I can tell you is get in your safe spot. If you're anywhere along this region in Coffee County, that's going to be your safest bet. You definitely want to make sure you are in your basement. You want to make sure that you have something to cover you, especially with these damaging winds that are slated to move through the area. So here's what we're expecting over the next little while. So getting into Chatterton around 9:24, Nichols around 9:33, 9:36, Wilsonville, Alma sitting at 9:48, and getting into that Bacon area, getting into that Bacon County area a little bit closer into that 10 o'clock time frame. We start to see more of that slide over. So if you live in these areas, definitely make sure you're in your safe spot. Wilsonville, you are in this until at 9:36 as it slowly slides over towards you, getting into the next 15 to 20 minutes. So something that we are paying attention to there, trying to keep everyone safe for a little while here as this system continues its progression toward the east. Still showing some signs of power here on velocity at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and jump here back onto satellite and radar, give you a better picture of the entire system. So you see the expansive area that not only encompasses the opportunity for that tornado, we're also seeing it encompass the opportunity for severe thunderstorms as well, and even some flash flooding concerns with this system as it continues its easterly progression. So the biggest area that we're focusing on is there in Coffee County with that tornado warning that's in the area. You can already see not only are we seeing the opportunity for that tornado The confirmed tornado that is observed that we're seeing observed based on the National Weather Service, but also the chance for some 1-inch hail. We're starting to see this the tornado start to move near this entire system, actually move toward the east at 50 miles an hour, still kind of giving an opportunity for some damage to be produced here in Coffee County along that Douglas area. You can already see right there just how much lightning is being picked up over the last 5 minutes. So getting out of Douglas, heading toward that State Route 32 corridor right now, getting close to that Nichols area. That's where it's starting to head toward there, getting toward Chatterton as well. Let's zoom in just a little bit more. So General Coffee State Park is where this is going to be right over. If you live anywhere like Dan Deeren Road, if you live on Willie Anderson Road, if you live on Allen Carver Road, those are the roads that we're going to be focusing on as this system continues to move toward its easterly progression. Earl Curtis Road right over you right now. Everybody else behind this, you might be seeing that warning actually trim away ever so slightly, but even though it's trimming away, the threat is not completely over just yet. Still under a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Coffee County as the system continues to progress down toward the south, toward the east and the southeast as well in some of those spots. So we're keeping an eye on this. West Green, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning, so you're just to the north of this tornado warning, but something to pay attention to overall. So going to be headed toward this Coffee County border over the next 10 to 15 minutes. Andrew Turner, like the Andrew Turner Road, is going to be in the line of sight for this system as it continues its progression as well, and getting into Simpsons as well, kind of getting toward that area mainly around that State Route 32. That seems like the best area for us to see some of that rotation still kind of sticking around here on our satellite and radar, and that velocity still picking up the opportunity for some very, very, very powerful kind of velocity imagery is kind of popping up here in the area. So definitely get to be in your safe spot, stay in your safe spot if you're already there. This is the region that we're kind of focusing in on just to kind of get that better picture of what we're looking at. So a very, very potent system.
Now it looks like it's continuing to move across southern portions of Coffee County, just to the south of Nichols, but once it moves all the way through the rest of Coffee County, then it will be out of our area. But for now, we still have a very heavy activity ongoing over Coffee County, including this confirmed tornado by the National Weather Service office in Jacksonville. And notice that the frequent lightning that is occurring. I would doubt probably 100 lightning flashes being indicated by this line of intense storms continuing to impact a large portion of South Georgia. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, and it does include Adel, which is Coffee County, also Lakeland, as well as Hayhira. So severe thunderstorms are still ongoing, especially off to the south of this tornado warning that is still impacting Coffee County, continuing to move away from Douglas, now moving toward the Nichols area, heading toward the eastern side of Coffee County. Confirmed a tornado once again. All should be in that safe place. Stay there until we give you the all clear. But once this tornado warning ends, we still have severe thunderstorms that are impacting the same locations, and that does extend northward toward West Green. You are not in the tornado warning, but you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. So impactful weather is ongoing and looks like it's going to be around at least for the next couple of hours. We still have the potential threat for flash flooding. There are flash flood warnings ongoing. We have received reports of water covering roads across areas of South Georgia. A number of these storms have produced hail, not only pea and penny size hail, but also quarter size, as well as golf ball, even tennis ball size hail throughout our Saturday. So it has been a rather rough weather day. And fortunately, we have not heard of any reports of injuries. So that's been the best news of all, although there have been reports of damages in some areas. Tommy has put the latest storm tracker on that potential tornado that is making its way across areas of Coffee County. Right now, we are seeing
Let me see if I can pull it right back up.
It's actually heading toward Nichols, still moving toward the Nichols area, moving across the east side of Coffee County. Saginaw, you are in line, and then Nichols, say within the next 5 minutes. Saginaw over toward Nichols, and then beyond that, it'll be out of Coffee County. It'll be moving into eastern Georgia. So once
just
it moves,
update it just a little bit more. So it's starting to move, getting very close to Nichols right now. Going to be sitting there at 9:32 based on this new fresh update, and then kind of getting closer into that Bacon County area. It looks like kind of getting toward Beach around 9:45 and Alma around 9:47 there. So around that 9:45 time frame is what we're looking at there. And also I wanted to go ahead and talk about how there has been reports from the emergency management talking about reports of damage in Bear Creek Mobile Home Park and Bay Meadows area near Douglas, Georgia. So there have been some reports of some damage cited from that system that did come through, that tornado that they did confirm in the area. So.
Yeah, the tornado definitely confirmed by the National Weather Service office in Jacksonville, Florida. They actually cover our far eastern counties, and we have been tracking this potential tornado since it started over into southern Worth County, moved across Tift County, portions of Berrien County, and now continuing to track across Coffee County. And as Tommy just reported, there are reports of damages, particularly coming in from, I believe, a mobile home park. There are reports of damages right now. But here's the last of the tornado warning. It has moved further off over eastern Coffee County, continuing to head toward Nichols. Once it clears Coffee County, that warning will be out of our viewing area, but we still have a lot of severe weather ongoing. Severe thunderstorm warnings remain across portions of South Georgia right now, and those storms are producing very heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning, and of course very strong winds. So definitely continuing with the stormy conditions on this Saturday evening. Here we go. We see along Andrew Tanner Road. That's where the storm is continuing to move right now. Also right around Nichols, heading toward Flying Hawk Road. This tornado that has been confirmed, and this is eastern portions of Coffee County. Coffee County, of course, is well east of I-75. It is actually across south central Georgia, and once this storm gets out of Coffee County, then it'll be moving toward the eastern side of the state. So it is moving away from South Georgia eventually, but still impacting areas of Coffee County right now, moving toward the Nichols area, just along Andrew Tanner Road, and continuing off in that direction toward the east. So still finding that tornado that was confirmed for Coffee County, impacting the far eastern portion of the county right now, and still everyone needs to be into their safe place. Wait until we give you the all clear. Still pretty impactful because severe thunderstorm warnings are ongoing. Also notice this flash flood warning in the green, and that covers a large portion of Coffee County, especially the southern portion of the county, and the flash flood warning goes all the way back over to areas of Berrien County and portions of Irwin County. So there is flash flooding ongoing in some of those areas. Water is covering the roads, and if you're in low-lying areas, undoubtedly water has been rising, and that's very dangerous as well. So make sure that you are staying inside, staying in a safe place, and do not venture outside to see what is going on or what has happened. Wait until we give you the all clear and it's safe for you to go venture outside. Right now, here's the last of this storm, the tornado coming across the far eastern corner of Coffee County, continuing to make its way into eastern portions of the state. It'll soon get out of here, and hopefully no reports of any injuries coming in as a result of this tornado that was confirmed. But there are reports, confirmed reports coming in from the National Weather Service of some damage being indicated over into Coffee County, being reported over in Coffee County. So there's Nichols. West Green is off to the north. Here's this hefty area of very heavy rainfall, very intense storms ongoing. Of course, all of that continuing to push off toward the east. Numerous lightning flashes right now. I would not be surprised if there weren't more than 100 lightning flashes being indicated here, and that's probably within the past 30 minutes or so. Those lightning flashes are decreasing as the storms begin to weaken, but still quite a bit of lightning. And remember, lightning is dangerous. You need to stay inside, away from windows. Lightning can strike, and lightning is deadly, so just be very careful. Seek shelter as well from lightning, whether there's a tornado around or not. Lightning is deadly, so be safe for the rest of this evening.
I went ahead and pulled it up for the last 5 minutes, so we got a better picture of like what we're dealing with, not only with the tornado, but with everything else around it. This is one reason why we still have that severe thunderstorm warning in the area, because there is that opportunity for plenty of lightning, which is very dangerous as well, and also some hail up to 1 inch in size or diameter as well. So something that we've been paying attention to there as it continues to move into the area. So let's go ahead and put back on that watch and warning to kind of see where we're all still sitting. So notice still seeing that watch, that warning actually sitting there, that tornado warning there into parts of Coffee County, still progressing toward the east ever so slowly, getting in just across the border of Coffee County, still sitting over Nichols right now, that have highest rotation, but we should see that slowly progress toward the east, kind of getting out of there. So Flying Hawk Road is where it was sitting, Lucy Moore Road right over there, getting into that area that's sitting right here into State Route 32. That is the area where we're still seeing that kind of rotation, kind of sitting right over at Nichols right now. Getting over to Nichols Road as well, kind of still seeing that system kind of getting just to the east of that into the city of Nichols itself, and then getting over here into this part of south of Georgia, kind of getting into that Bacon County area. So that's going to be where it's going to be headed. An update here actually showing a severe thunderstorm warning being placed in this area as well, right under that severe tornado warning that we're already seeing. The severe thunderstorm warning is going to be possible all the way until, let's go ahead and put a time on that so people know, at least in the parts of kind of Coffee County, around 10 o'clock is when they're expecting for this severe thunderstorm warning to end for these areas toward the east of Coffee County, and still expecting to see this right here, this tornado warning getting out of Coffee County. This is going on until 9:45, so into the next 9 minutes this is still expected to be here in the area. So if you're still in parts of eastern Coffee County, you're not out of the clear yet. You still have the opportunity for those severe thunderstorms to still kind of creep into the area, and along with that opportunity for this tornado to still leave some of that debris flying around. So you definitely don't want to go and walk outside. You don't want to leave your safe spot just yet. You've not been given the all clear. Everyone in Coffee County still just kind of stay in your safe spot for now. Still have plenty of time for the system as it continues its easterly progression here out of Coffee County.
And of course, Tommy, besides the tornado warning, looks like that particular cell is steadily making its way out of Coffee County. It is on the east side of the county right now, continuing toward Nichols, and then eventually it's going to be across south of central Georgia. But we still have numerous severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing, and there are reports of a number of roads around the southwestern corner covered with water. Some of those roads include right here in Dougherty County, also other areas over into Irwin County. There are roads covered with water. A dam actually broke over in Irwin County, so just be very cautious if you are having to venture out this evening. I know it's been rather stormy all evening long, but we still have impactful conditions across South Georgia, including flash flooding in some areas, as we have flash flood warnings that are ongoing, and we still have severe thunderstorm warnings right now still coming across areas of Coffee County. That severe thunderstorm warning now eastern Coffee County, along with the tornado warning across the eastern portion of the county as well. But the storm is steadily making its way further off toward the east, but not before leaving behind some potential damage in portions of southern Coffee County. Notice back toward Willacoochee, some very hefty rainfall is continuing. Also, probably strong winds. We have had quite a bit of lightning ongoing with these severe storms throughout the evening, and they are still being impactful across many areas. I think we still have a severe thunderstorm warning further southward. Let's see if that warning is still in effect. Yes, as we look here, portions of Cook County, Adel southward, just to the north of Valdosta, a severe thunderstorm warning. It does cover just about all of Lanier County, so storms are steadily moving in that direction. Nashville, Barretts, Barney, all included in a severe thunderstorm warning, which does extend back across areas of Brooks County, south central Cook County toward north central portions of Lowndes County, as well as Quitman counties included in the severe thunderstorm warning. And notice this line of intense severe storms still moving across southern Tift County, northern Cook County, across Berrien County, and impacting a portion of Atkinson County, just to the north of Pearson, still impactful across Coffee County. But these storms have a history of producing damaging winds, a lot of lightning, very heavy rainfall. Rainfall amounts have been pretty hefty today, on the order of about 1 to 2 inches, and quite frankly, I believe many areas have received as much as 2 to 3 inches, possibly higher in isolated areas, especially with a lot of these storms moving over the same areas. We call that training of thunderstorms. So many areas have continued with the very heavy rain for several hours now, and that has led to flash flooding. And once again, these storms have been very intense, and we've had multiple rounds of severe storms all day long, starting out this morning about 9 a.m. and it has been non-stop throughout our afternoon and now into our Saturday evening, and still holding on to a tornado warning that covers the far eastern corner of Coffee County. But soon that will be pushing away, and that warning will come to an end, but it's still holding there around the Nichols area. But of course, it does extend further off toward the east across south central Georgia, and then eventually that cell will head further off toward the east. But still holding on to the tornado warning right now for areas of eastern Coffee County. By the way, just in case you didn't know, Coffee County is east of I-75. Let's give a wide view there, Tommy, so everybody can get some type of perspective as to where this confirmed a tornado is right now. The last of it moving across eastern Coffee County. Here's I-75, runs through Tifton, through Adel, southward toward Valdosta. On the west side of I-75 is Dougherty County, Lee County, Worth County. Here's Worth County. Some strong storms right now just to the north of Sylvester, and just issued another tornado warning. This is that same cell that's moving into eastern Georgia. The back edge of the warning still across eastern portions of Coffee County, but that cell now is moving further off toward the east. But you can see it is just a line of strong, severe storms moving off toward the east, away from I-75, but still getting in on flash flood warnings, covering areas of Tift County over into Ben Hill, as well as Irwin counties, and then off into areas of Coffee County. So impactful weather is still ongoing here across South Georgia. Of course, the flash flood warning is in effect until 11:30. That covers Tift County, southern portions of Worth County, and then a severe thunderstorm warning for Lanier County, portions of Cook County, southern Berrien County, northern Lowndes County into Brooks County, and then Thomas County included in the severe thunderstorm warning, as well as the extreme southern portion of Colquitt County. Although Colquitt County, you are in another severe thunderstorm warning that extends from Moultrie off toward the north and east. That's the one that does include southern portions of Tift County. But once again, newly issued tornado warning for the far eastern side of Coffee County, stretching now across east central portions of Georgia. So that means that cell is gradually pushing away, and most of the storm will be impacting areas just outside of our viewing area, but still have that tornado warning right now. The first warning is in effect until, how long is that?
It's around 2 more
About
is
2
what
more
we're gonna be
minutes. So
seeing
we have
here.
about 2 more minutes on the tornado warning that is in effect for areas of Coffee County.
That new warning does kind of impact, it's mainly going to be impacting areas like Bacon, Pierce, and Ware County that are going to be going off well to that east. So that is not, Coffee County is not included in that, which is a good sign for Coffee County at the moment.
Exactly. So things are getting better, but we still have severe weather. And that does include Coffee County. The tornado warning will expire very shortly. We have 1 more minute on the tornado warning for Coffee County, and then we'll give you just an overview of what we are continuing to deal with, at least for the next few hours before we get a cold front sliding on through, bringing in to what has been an eventful day, a very stormy day that has left behind quite a number of impacts here across South Georgia, including flash flooding, which is occurring in some areas. We have had reports of damages. Also, hail has fallen in some areas, and that has left behind some damage as well. So here we go. We have a severe thunderstorm warning stretching from Moultrie, portions of Colquitt County, moving right across I-70. So here we go. We have a severe thunderstorm warning stretching from Colquitt County, moving right across I-75, southern Tift County, northern Cook County, and then moving right across Berrien County. Thunderstorm warning, the warning I just told you about, it has expired, but we still have a severe thunderstorm for southern Cook County. Storm warning, northern portions of Brooks County back into Thomas County. That severe thunderstorm warning just outside of Thomasville, but Thomasville, there is still some hefty rainfall ongoing for you. Let's zoom out just a bit more, Tommy, so we can see what else is heading our way. So it looks like these storms have died down quite a bit that were impacting Dougherty County, Lee County, some hefty rainfall there coming across Sylvester, northern portions of Worth County, and then a few more storms are coming out of southeast Alabama. None severe right now, but of course we are here. We'll continue to keep you updated on any additional watches or warnings that may be issued. We're going to send it back into your regular programming. If there are no additional warnings that are issued, we'll be back on WALB News 10 at 11 with the very latest.
Without hiding it.